Hello, this is Governor Janet Mills. As a product of the public school system in Maine, and as the daughter of a longtime public school teacher in Maine, and as someone who raised 5 daughters, all of whom went to public schools in Maine, I know firsthand that Maine's school staff are the cornerstones of our communities, shaping the future of our state and the future of every young citizen to be. The last 10 months have brought even huger challenges for education on top of the ones you face in normal times every day, trying to provide a quality education to all Maine children. Keeping our kids in the classroom and keeping them safe has always been a top priority of my administration. Schools, as you know, are so often havens for our most vulnerable students, safe places they can go, children who may be hungry, children who have disabilities, children with emotional or resource needs, kids who can be left behind if they don't see their fellow students and their teachers and staff whom they love so dearly. It's your commitment to closely following public health and safety precautions that has kept so many of our kids in the classroom, even as other states have shuttered the schools during the pandemic. I've asked a good friend of mine to say a little bit more about that. Dr. Shah?
Hi, everyone. My name is Nirav Shah, and I'm the Director of Maine's Center for Disease Control and Prevention. Now, many of you may have seen me from the regular COVID-19 updates that I provide to people across the state of Maine. But today, instead of providing an update, I want to take an opportunity to do something a little bit different, and that is to thank you. Each and every one of you is working so hard and has been working so hard to keep Maine's schools safe. So for all of you watching, to the bus drivers, to the school nurses, to the educators, to the support staff, to the administrators, to the students, and to their families, I'd like to personally thank you for doing everything that you've done over the past year to keep Maine's schools safe. By implementing and by reinforcing the layered approach involving 6 key requirements for health and safety, you have made it possible for Maine's school communities to provide nutrition, education, and to meet the social and emotional needs of all of our students across the state. You are all doing your part by, for example, keeping physical distance, by wearing your mask, by washing your hands frequently, by checking daily for symptoms, by staying home when you're sick, and by quarantining when you are a close contact and returning to school only when it is safe to do so. Now, don't take it just from me. Look at the numbers. The data show that the work that you have been doing is, in fact, working. Over the last 30 days, the rate of new cases of COVID-19 is 34 for every 10,000 staff and students. 34. But compare that to the statewide rate, which is 116 for every 10,000 people statewide. It's clear that because of the work that you have been doing, the extraordinary efforts that you have undertaken, Maine's schools are safer than the entire general population. Indeed, the rate of new cases of COVID-19 in schools across Maine is less than 30% of the statewide rate for the entire general population. I know that all of you are tired, and I know that the efforts that we've asked you to undertake require extraordinary moves on your part. And I know that it's so easy to let your guard down. But please dig in and stay strong. The best things that all of us can do right now to keep each other safe as we wait for more and more vaccines to arrive are the same things that we've been doing up until now. To wear your masks, to wash your hands often, to check every day for symptoms of COVID-19, to stay home if you don't feel well, to stick with the physical distancing guidelines, to avoid non-essential gatherings, and to follow quarantine rules if they end up applying to you, your family, or your friends. All of these things I know are difficult, but when you're finding it difficult to keep complying, again, I ask everyone to remind themselves that because of the work that you've done so far, Maine schools are an incredibly safe place to be relative to the general population. We've got this. We can continue to do hard things even in the face of challenges, particularly here, because doing those hard things are the reason that we are doing so well. So again, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you for the extraordinary efforts that you've shown. Please keep it up, and most of all, please remember to be kind and take care of one another. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Shah. As Dr. Shah noted, we know that you're tired. These last few months have been difficult beyond compare, but I ask that you hang in there, be patient, stick with us, because hope is on the horizon. We're going to get this behind us, working together, and we will endure this and prevail as a better, safer, more successful and secure state than ever before, with your help. Right now, we're focusing on vaccinating people, and in particular, people 70 years old and older, because those are the people who are most likely to suffer and die if they don't get vaccinated, if they contract the virus. Saving lives is obviously the most fundamental goal of our administration right now. As we get more vaccines from the federal government, Maine will continue to vaccinate as many people as possible, as quickly, efficiently, and equitably as possible. In the meantime, please continue to take the steps that we all know keep you and your students safe. Washing your hands, watching your distance, wearing a mask, and avoiding gatherings. On behalf of all Maine people and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for all you do for our state. And please remember that in my administration, you will always find an open door, albeit virtual sometimes. An open door and an open mind and an open heart. Thank you again.